really big equipment rental place, and I think it's probably the biggest one I've delivered to so far. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, it is so freaking windy out there. It is ridiculous. I ain't even gonna try to mess with my hair. It's a hopeless cause. So, I'm having a heck of a day. My fridge is not working right, and the inverter started messing up last night. And I don't know if the inverter is the reason the fridge is not working right, or if the fridge maybe messed up my inverter somehow. I don't know, but it's so far a pain in the butt to figure out what's what. I guess I'm gonna buy a new inverter and see if it works. I'm probably gonna have to end up buying a new fridge too, so it's just one of those days, I guess. So, but I made my delivery. I'm out here in Nevada, and it's kind of cool. There's still a little bit of snow on top of the mountains. The wind is blowing. It's mostly cloudy. The sun's peeking through over there to the west. Getting kind of late in the day. It's Friday, and I don't have a load going back east. But my truck is a wreck. You should see it. Actually, no, you probably shouldn't. Can you hear the wind howling? I don't know if you can hear that, but wow, it's really whipping up some dust out there. So, I guess I'll go buy a new inverter and see if that fixes my problem. Hopefully I won't have to buy a new fridge, but there's a Walmart about an hour away if I need a new fridge. And I guess I'm going to be looking for something to do, because apparently I'm stuck here for the weekend. Good morning. Excuse my crazy hair. I haven't had time to fix it yet. I am a breakfast person, so I am going to cook breakfast. I don't know if you remember some of my other videos. I got this handy dandy little booth type setup back here, and I have an inverter in the floor, which I need to place somewhere else permanently. That's just temporary right now, but got the inverter in the floor. I have this just single eye burner that I picked up from Wally World, and I have a really big, like jumbo size frying pan. It pretty much does everything I need it to do. And I have one pot, and I also have a crock pot too whenever I want to just put something in the slow cooker in the morning and let it cook for a while. It's a decent size. It has the silly little Coke holders in the door, which I have no use for, so I'm using it for other things, like my garlic, which I love garlic. Let's go ahead and get that out. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go ahead and mix some omelets, so I'll grab the eggs. What else do we have in here? Get my juice out of the way. I'm trying to be healthy and drink more juice. Chicken. Where's the chicken? Okay, chicken. And these, I have onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms sauteed in garlic that I cooked yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And maybe a few tomatoes. So, have a little crisper drawer down here too, which is pretty cool. Some of the refrigerators this size don't have a crisper drawer. The only thing I don't like about this fridge is the tiny little freezer compartment. I mean, look how small that is. So, I love ice cream. I can't get my ice cream in there. Let's try this one. Ooh, all right. Got that one cracked. Okay, there you go. Fell apart, but looks pretty good. So I'm gonna eat breakfast and be with you in a minute. Okay, so last night I did my laundry, and I'm standing on a step stool. I have like a 2-step stool. I'm short, I can't reach, so I have to get on a ladder to put my clothes up. I found these. I have these little rubberized things that kind of grip onto your clothes so they don't fall off. They work really great, and it has a strip right here, so when you hang something across the rod like a pair of pants or shorts or whatever, still does not fall off. I'm waiting to hear back. I think I've got a load going back to, of all places, New Jersey. No offense for you guys that live in New Jersey. I hate driving in New Jersey. So I'm going to finish doing this and then we'll walk outside and take a look at my trailer. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you something. This is kind of cool. See that over there? I bought this net. It's like a toy hammock that I found. I have the bed that folds up into the wall. I had nowhere to put my pillows, so I couldn't fold my bed up, and I was throwing them in the seat and I didn't like it. They, you know, stuff everywhere. I like to have a place for stuff. So I got this hammock and it holds all my pillows, and I even had a blanket up there somewhere in the back, but it's worked out really well for what I need it to do. Okay, so it is cold, but it is also bright, so I know I look a little goofy with my sunglasses on and my Eskimo coat, but it's snowing out here. Okay, here's my trailer. It is a 53-foot step deck. It is a Transcraft DTL 2100, a combo trailer, steel frame aluminum deck. It has this really cool little gauge on it. It's called the right way system, and what you do after you get loaded, you make sure you got air in your trailer, and then you pop this little switch right here, and the needle will come up and it will actually tell you how much your axles on the rear of the trailer weigh. And it has to be calibrated every so often, and it's really not that hard. Instructions are inside the door. It's a really cool system. I've used it several times. It seems to be pretty accurate. You know, at least gives you a good idea of if you're heavy or not. Like I said, this trailer does not have any boxes like my old trailer. It's pretty plain, like it came from the factory. They never did anything with it. The guy we bought it from said he used it to haul scaffolding. He was a painter. It has a sliding rear axle. I know that wind is brutal. I hope it doesn't sound too bad on the video. It's definitely cold. Anyway, sliding rear axle, and I'm going to do another video for you guys to show you how that works. Right now she's pretty plain Jane. I want to get her fixed up. If I don't have, you know, I haven't really decided. If I keep it, I want to fix it up. I'm not sure if I want to trade it in and just try to get something a little nicer. Leaning towards just fixing up what I got. Keep it, pay it off, so I don't have to have a, you know, a bill every month. And since I don't have any boxes on my trailer, this is what I got to keep all my stuff in. Big 5-door enclosed headache rack, and this thing is pretty awesome. It's from Arkansas Safety Products, and I love it. So I am sitting in Wells, Nevada, and I have to pick up in Las Vegas, Nevada. So my trip planning includes, since I don't have a GPS right now, look it up on Google Map, verify it with my atlas. So I am gonna go to Nevada. Okay, so I am sitting way up here, okay, and I've got to get from there way down to Las Vegas. So as you can see, there is no interstate taking me down there. I'll be following US 93 to 318, which is a little bit of a shortcut. Brings me back into US 93, and that brings me all the way to Las Vegas. So since we're going to cut across Nevada 318, State Highway 318, we're going to go back to the front of the book, make sure 318 is not on there. So restricted routes, Nevada 318 is not on there. Low clearance locations. Nevada 318 is not on there. Do not see 93. So we're going to go down to restricted routes and see if 93 is on there. Nope, it is not. So we're good. So once we've done that, I usually write my route down in my notebook so that I can stay on track. Sometimes Google, sometimes they'll, it's like all GPSs. They're not 100% accurate 100% of the time. So they may want to reroute you during your trip, or for whatever reason they want to send you a different way. So I write down my route to make sure that Google keeps me on that route, and I keep checking it periodically until I get to where I'm going. Now I also look at the place I'm going to be picking up. I punch their address into Google Maps, and I will write down the directions from my last major road to my shipper. I also pull up the shipper address on Google Map and look at it on satellite view to make sure that I'm going in the right entrance. Some entrances are only for cars and employees. If they're a really large facility, they could have several gates, and I want to make sure that I'm going to the right gate. If I'm not sure, then I call them and to make sure I know where I'm going. So I'll write all that information down along with their phone number and any other pertinent information such as pickup numbers and load times. Look at all the fun you're missing. You don't have to walk across the parking lot in the snow and sleet to take a shower. Aren't you jealous? You know you are. Woo, it's coming down good. I'm gonna be coated in this stuff by the time I get up there. And we made it, even in the snow and sleet. Just a typical Petro. Kind of small, but it'll do. So I'm gonna take my shower and then we will get on the road. Forgot to mention, I don't know if you guys saw it on my Facebook page, but little tip for your shower shoes, these bags that your sheets come in. I just bought a new set of sheets for my truck. And instead of throwing the bag away, keep it and use it for your shower shoes. It's better than the plastic bag I was using because the plastic bag does not breathe and the cloth does. So a tip to recycle something you would normally throw away. Here's another handy little item I found the other day at the store. It is for you ladies out there that carry a curling iron or a hot flat iron. I don't have patience to wait for mine to cool, so I usually leave it just hanging out of my bag. And I don't like the idea of running cold water over it. That to me is just not a good idea. So pick this up and the iron goes inside of it. You leave the cord hanging out. And on the back side here is a pouch to put the cord in. 3 in Nevada. I'm at a little rest area, which really kind of stinks because they got the kind of like the old-fashioned outhouse type restroom. So it's kind of gross, but it's really pretty out here. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. So yeah, this is the view. The rest area. There's something across the street. Looks like it might have been a restaurant at one time, but it looks like it's closed down either for good or for the season. I'm not sure which, but it's very pretty. I'm gonna get outside and let you take a look. It's gonna be kind of noisy because of the wind and everything. Love the horses. I have a friend that would just have a fit over that. She loves horses. Pony Express Centennial Association trail marker. Very cool. Can you see that? shows up really well on camera. It's pretty neat. Walk out here and take a look, see what the other markers say. I was just giving you some history about the Pony Express, I guess. And the riders that were committed to the job. Can you imagine? Sounds like a tough job to me, and I thought I had a hard job. Yeah. Very cool. So I guess now I'll get to go back to the truck and get back to work. I've goofed off for my 15 minutes. It's time to hit the road. One of the perks of the job, get to see all kinds of interesting stuff. I know I don't have a whole lot of time to stop because I've got like 2,200 miles to go to New Jersey, and I need to try to get there by Saturday. I don't know if that's gonna happen because you know me, I love to sightsee. So we're gonna stop here. I'm on I-70 in Utah, and it's called Salt Wash, I think, Salt Wash View Area. So I'm gonna go take a look. I bet it's really cool. So here we are. It is actually pretty darn awesome. The wind's blowing, so that stinks. And the audio is probably gonna be pretty crummy. Wow, that's pretty neat. The wind is terrible, but it is a very cool shot from up here. You can see forever. Ooh, the wind is brutal today. Good grief. So I guess that I'm going to be driving down the big hill, and the roads look pretty good. They look like they're just wet, and the guy that stopped a few minutes ago said they're not bad at all, they're just slushy. So I have my cables on, and hopefully I don't have to deal with a whole lot more of this. They said there's a snowstorm coming in tonight. They may get up to 6 to 8 inches of snow in Denver, so I'm going to try to get past Denver. Wish me luck.